Okay, see Lindelof videos, geometric rotations. This time we're asked to rotate this figure, the figure BXN, 90 degrees counterclockwise. If you're just asked to rotate something 90 degrees or 45 degrees and it doesn't give you a direction, you assume that it's counterclockwise because remember in trig that we say that angles open counterclockwise, right? Counterclockwise. So in the case where it just says to rotate something 90 degrees, it means counterclockwise. If they mean for you to rotate it clockwise, they have to say that. Your professor or your instructor or whoever it is has to instruct you to rotate it clockwise. Otherwise, we assume it's counterclockwise, but oftentimes they'll tell us counterclockwise. So here's that rule. You take your original points, x, y, and you translate them to opposite y, x. So here's our first example. So the first point that we have is B. That's the one I chose to look at first. So -1, -2, -3, -4, up 1. So it's the point -4, 1, isn't it? Now it says opposite, they want opposite y, x. So well, the opposite of, here's y, and the opposite of +1 is -1, so it's -1. And then the x value, unchanged, becomes a y value, so -4. Can you see that? So that would give us the point negative, right? -1, -4, so -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, and that's the translated b. They call it b prime. It's really weird because if you know stuff about calculus, prime often means the derivative, so it throws me off a little bit, but we can go with it, right? Then we find the point n, and I'm not going to go through all of this finding the points with you, but it happens to be the point negative, what is it? The point -5, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. -5, -4, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to take the opposite of the y value becomes the x value. So the opposite of -4 is +4, so it becomes 4. The translated point becomes 4, and we switch that. So 4, -5, right? So 4, -5. So far, so good. And of course, x is the point -3, -2. So -3, -2. Oh, yeah, I guess I should plot this point 4, -5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And that would be n prime, or translated n, right? Going to do the same thing here. Remember what it says? It says that the opposite of y becomes x. So the opposite of -2 is 2. And then we switch the x value to the y value, and it gives us the point 2, -3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. -3. And if we attach all these lines, you can see that we actually do have that figure translated. Like this. And this. And this. So hopefully you can imagine that this is the, this is x right here, isn't it? All right, doesn't want to do it. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and what they're saying is turn this thing counterclockwise, turn this thing this way. So as you turn it this way, this piece right here ends up here. Can you see that? So not a very hard thing to do. You don't have to actually look at it this way. What I would do, if I'm being honest and practical with you, is I would remember this rule right here, because that's the rule that you're going to want to use. So, hey, thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Thanks, you guys. Peace.